Hello guys, welcome to our channel Demigods, a one magic world. Today we're going to highlight one of the 10 sets that came with the Foundation set, and it's Orzhov Life Gain. This is the deck that we're going to play today. It's a pre-constructed deck by the Wizard of the Coast, so we're not going to change anything, but there's a life gain strategy in the set. As you can see, there's a Sanctifier. Whenever a creature enters, you gain 1 life. There's a Hawk. It's a 1/1 flyer with a lifelink. There's a Pride Mate that will grow each time we gain life. There's a Sunblessed Healer that has a lifelink, and it's when it's kicked, then you can also bring something back from your graveyard onto the battlefield. The Craving, that is a removal spell, but we gain 2 life. There's a Siphoner. Whenever it attacks, then we gain 1 life and opponent loses 1. The Blood Witch, when a creature we control dies, then we gain 1 life and the opponent loses 1 life. The Cat Collector, each time on our turn, if we gain life, then it's create 1/1 cat token. There's Angel, Dazzling Angel. Whenever a creature enters, we gain 1 life. It's kind of like the Sanctifier. The Overseer, when it enters, we gain 1 life and draw a card. There's a Vampire Nighthawk. It has a Dead Touch, lifelink, and flying. There's Paladin. When we have more than 25 life, then it gains double strike. There's Elenda, which is a hexproof from instant, and it grows the more life we have in the game. It gets additional +5/+5 if we have 30 life or more. There's Panda as well. Whenever we gain life, we put a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it dies, we return a non-bear creature with lesser mana value from the graveyard onto the battlefield. And we have the Phyrexian Arena, of course, like to draw more cards. We lose 1 life. We have enough card to compensate any life loss with the Phyrexian Arena. We have Tribute to Hunger. We force our opponent to sacrifice a creature of their choice, and we gain life equal to that toughness. There's Mortify as a removal. It also removes the enchantment, so it's very good. There's a Moment of Triumph, which is a combat trick. It gives +2/+2 to our creature, and we gain 2 life. So whenever we have all these life gain strategies, of course, like we thought about the other cards, like Channeler, for example, that would have been amazing in this deck. Also, like the Starscape Cleric would have been amazing because each time we gain life, then the opponent will lose. Amalia will help us draw all the lands if necessary. Again, Exemplar of Light, that will help us draw, or Steel Seraph, that will give flying or lifelink to any type of creature. Again, Duo will be similar to Sanctifier. It will gain 1 life each time a creature enters the battlefield, just like Alias Core. The Sadistic Pilgrim has the same feature. Whenever our creature enters, we gain 1 life, and if we lose another creature, then the opponent loses 1. The Authority of Council, again, like we will gain 1 life. That would have gone great with this deck. And considering we have a lot of cheap creatures, maybe Dewdrop Cure will be a nice addition to it, so we can bring some of the dead creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield. Marauding Priest, again, like each time we gain life, then we will drain the opponent. Again, Ley Line of Hope, if we reach 27 life, then all of our creatures will get pumped. So of course, we're going to play the deck as it is a starter deck, as a pre-constructed deck. We will not make any changes, but like you can always add like some of these cards on the sideboard onto your deck for better synergy than what it is, because it has a life gain, but it doesn't have a strong finisher. That is, in my opinion, that is missing in this deck. So maybe you could add this to your own deck before you play. So now we're going to jump onto the games and see how far we can go with this set. Okay, Soulforge is our first opponent, and we're going to try testing the deck, that Orzhov Life Gain, and see how far we can go. We have the Hawk to start with. We have the Blood Witch for turn 2 and Overseer for turn 3 if we get the 3rd land. So that will be great. So we're going first, so it's a keepable hand. Let's put the Plains down and the Hawk and see what our opponent plays. He took a mulligan which is good. You can take mulligan as much as you like. But if you took a mulligan, then it might be mono red. That's how I usually feel. Like they only keep the hand that has Monstrous Rage in. Otherwise, they can't play. There. Let's see what he's playing. Or if he's playing. Okay, so he decided to take 6. So we put the hawk and we say go. And we have the craving if there's like a mountain. That is not surprising, is it? So sphere, it only deals 1 damage, which we will get it back with the hawk, so it's fine. It's too bad. I think we were gonna put the barons down, to be honest. Otherwise, we're going too far back behind. Okay, do you have the Monstrous Rage? Slick Show Off. That's good. That has to be great. Pride Mate is great, but it has to wait, I think, because the Show Off is very scary card. So let's kill it. And we say go, because we're not gonna stop the Swift Spear from attacking, because they have all the spells in the world. Oh, it's Rakdos. It's interesting. So now he has 2 Swift Spear and a hero. Hero is the card that I hate the most, to be honest. And now he's gonna have haste. It's 4-2. Okay, we're down to 14. So this is getting a bit scary. Well, we don't really have anything in the graveyard, so like if we were to put the panda, it's not really gonna work. So let's put the Pride Mate and Blood Witch, and we go with the hawk so we can build on the Pride Mate, so it's 3-3 at least. And we can give a Blood Witch to the hero, to one of the creature at least. Oh, he's not going for the attack. That's interesting. So let's Overseer. Let's draw and grow the Pride Mate a little bit more. That's great. Actually, the Angel is good, but we would love to have another land. Another land would have been nice. So the Pride Mate is getting bigger and bigger, which he doesn't like. The Angel is going to be great, actually, because now we can gain a few more life with the Angels. So let's, because we're going to gain 1 life with the hawk, and then the Angel is also going to grow us whenever we put a creature on the battlefield. So he didn't really like it because we were keep gaining life. And the next turn we were actually going to put the Overseer, which will give us 1 life here and 1 life with the Angel, and then 1 life with the hawk. That will grow the Pride Mate to 9-9, which eventually was going to be a huge problem for mono red. He didn't like it. Oh, it was Rakdos, sorry, my bad. But it's a good game. Okay, Thumb Screws is our next opponent. We're not going first, and we have a terrible swamp hand, because none of these cards that we can play. And we are too slow already. Like we have 3 stop, 3 mana, 4 mana, so I think it's a mold. Okay, that's better. The Phyrexian Arena has to stay so that it gives us like the card advantage that we kind of lost right now. So maybe Panda can go, because it's 4 mana anyway. We don't have a 2-drop, so we can start with the hawk. And if it's mono blue, then they can counter the Phyrexian Arena, which would be bad for us. Oh, okay, it's Simic. So is it the Simic Terror? Could be the Simic Terror. Let's see what he runs. Okay, that's good. We had the tap land and we were gonna use that anyway. Mortify. I don't know if he will be running a lot of creatures though. I don't. Well, if it's maybe we destroy an enchantment that he has, so maybe it's a keep, but I don't know, to be honest. Like, but we're gonna need to put the Phyrexian Arena down, so I'm hoping that he runs a spell this turn. because I don't want Turkish Arena to be countered. That's one of the rare card advantage that we have. Okay, he wants to play an additional land. His additional land is blue. Okay, that's great. So he puts a creature, which is good. Then it was good to keep the Mortify as well. So let's put the arena down. He doesn't have reach. We can go for the attack. He's gonna put the worm. The worm is 5 mana, so he can use the mana from the fawn if he doesn't have any other land. If he missed a land draw. So far so good. Let's see what else he has. Okay, he puts the worm. The worm has reach, so the worm needs to go, I guess. Okay, so we can put the tap land. We can still not double spell anytime soon, but yeah, let's get rid of let's get rid of his creature. Let's go for the attack. Yeah, we cannot really go for double spell next turn either. But I guess the Nighthawk is a better option right now. Let's see what he runs. He has 5 mana, as we've seen previously. Map the frontier. So he's putting desert lands onto the battlefield tapped. So he's accelerating his mana. That deals 1 damage to me. It's fine. We are a life gain deck, so we don't care about these damages. And Turkish Arena, give me another tap land. That is great, actually. The amount of land that we're drawing is great, so it's good that we had the Turkish Arena. So I see 9 lands in 13 cards, so that's great. Like, we only had 4 spells so far, and one of which was the removal, which was good case. Okay, so he can solve the case and put the land on top of his library anytime he likes. Okay, he also can... Okay, so Mortify was good in the sense of destroying enchantment, but we also had... Okay, the Dinosaur. Dinosaur might come. Another land. Okay, so now we can still not double spell because it's 4 mana and 3 mana, it's 7 mana. Well, we have all the mana on the planet for sure, but let's go with the Paladin. Paladin needs to grow. So we're gonna grow Paladin twice and it will grow as well. It's 5/5, so the Dinosaur is 4/3, but it's gonna explore, so it might grow with the exploration. Okay, luckily he found a land. What else does he have? Well, luckily he doesn't have anything that has reach for the time being, but he's gonna explore as much as he can. The Paladin, if we have 25 life, which we cannot because we're gonna lose 1 life with the arena. So even if we gain 3, okay, boost the drill. That is a bit promising because it can double the counter on each creature. So Ajani is good. Another Hawk is not bad. So I guess we're gonna have to double spell like this. So we do this, we do Pride Mate, so the Pride Mate can grow with the Angel. And then we put the Hawk. The Hawk will grow the Pride Mate again. Should we go with Paladin and get rid of like some of his creatures, because like at the end it's gonna be a bit problematic, I think. So let's go. He's gonna give me, well, if he wants to kill it, like he has to give me at least 2 creatures. And Paladin will grow. Actually, it will grow up to 25, so it's gonna be problematic. So if we can find a panda, that would be great. To bring back anything that might die. Okay, so he's gonna give me some of his creatures, which is good because, well, if he counters if he's going to pump the entire team, then it might be problematic. The Bristol build can go off the hand very quickly. Maybe he also runs the Hydra from the new set, because the Hydra is like similar impact. Okay. Well, 3, 5, 7, 9. We're gonna need more than just land. So we drew almost like 55%. That is a lot. But it was good that we had the Phyrexian Arena and we draw 2 each turn. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck with the lands that we draw only. So the Pride Mate was good. Okay, the final strike. The Death Toucher is gone. That is too bad. For Steville. Okay. Yeah, he can grow to him to 8/8, which is nice. We can take 8. It's fine. We don't really need to grow that much. We're at 16. Another land. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's grow the Pride Mate first. Let's get rid of the Bristeville before it goes crazy. And that will grow the Pride Mate as well. So let's go for Fatal Attack. He has to give me the Fawn. Otherwise he's dead. And the amount of land that we drew in this game is like ridiculous. Like it's crazy. And we're still at 21, to be honest. And we had a Pride Mate that is 10/10. So, and he got another land, so which is not good, but we can still play the creatures with the case, which is nice. Let the scout 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 in 19 cards. Like we're still over 50% in terms of land. It's crazy. Okay, you can play all the creatures on the planet. And the worm has a trample. There's a flash as well. Yeah. Pride Knight is not going to cut it, but at least luckily there's nothing that has reach. This case needed to go, but we couldn't really find anything. Like the Mortify would have been nice, but like the Phyrexian Arena only helps us getting more lands. For the time being, Green Blade will find him more lands. Phyrexian Arena, okay, the Overseer is not bad. Another land, oh my goodness. Okay, Overseer. We'll grow the Pride Mate. Another. Okay. Let's grow him. I guess we're gonna go only with the flyers since he doesn't have any creature with the reach. We should utilize it, but he might find it. Like there was the first card that we killed. It was his first creature, the Worm. It had reach. It's 5/4, so that could kill us. But right now, like we represent Fatal in the air, so let's see if we can find anything. If it doesn't, then it's a bit interesting attack. So that means he doesn't have much. We're down to 14. What else is gonna happen? Let's see. What do you have? Thumb screws. Okay, he's exiling, putting a +1/+1. Doesn't do much. Map token. Explore. Oh, the final strike is good. And another land. Are you kidding me? Like, the amount of land that we draw was crazy, but we were able to snap the victories, mainly because we had the flyers, and it was good, but 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh my god. Okay, Neolife71 is our third opponent. So let's see what he's playing and what we have. Like, we have only 2 Mortify and both of them in our hands, which is not great. But let's put the Barons and we say go. We don't have the Sanctifier for turn 1. We can put the Blood Witch, and if it dies then we can bring it back with the healer. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't think Blood Witch will survive much longer. It's like we're facing against mono black and cut down. Okay, we still deal 1 more damage to his face. And Cat Collector is good. Okay, let's put the Cat Collector so we can bring back the Blood Witch next turn, and Cat Collector can die to another cut down. Because it usually comes in pairs, no? Okay, Liliana. Liliana is not good, but he's gonna minus it. Okay, Mortify is not gonna be great. Let's put the healer, let's kick it. So we're gonna need to put the we're gonna need to keep the planes for Liliana because Liliana is gonna plus, I'm sure. Okay, so let's get rid of the planes. We don't have a shortage of lands usually, most of the time. Let's see what else he has. There's a Slasher. Okay, Slasher needs to go. Slasher needs to go, and then we go for Liliana. Let's see if we can kill it. Yeah, we can kill it. It's good. Well, let's put the Sanctifier, although if he has another Liliana and if it pluses, then I might regret this situation. Okay, Ritual Chamber. We have to kill this 6/6. So you have to die. And okay, for another turn we can go to attack. We grow to 28, but from now on, like, the Slasher needs to go, so we have to keep the healer back at defense, and he has another Slasher, which is not that good. And Liliana, okay, another Liliana was expected, to be honest.
No more distractions.
He's expecting this, and he's gonna plus it, I think. Oh, not plussing it. That is interesting.
One of your friends has to leave.
Okay, now... Okay. Okay, the problem is... Do we ask him to sacrifice? Then he's gonna sacrifice the tab one. And then if we go after Liliana, it's still... This is gonna take my healer away from me, which is good. Then Liliana dies, and he dies. So the Blood Witch survives. And let's see which one he's going to... Well, it's an instant, so we can also wait and ask him to sack later before he puts another creature. Okay. We're gonna need to ask him to sack something. So the question is whether he's gonna sack the Slasher or the other Slasher. If he does, then the other Slasher is gone forever. Okay, that's what I was expecting, to be honest. It was a bit of a lucky move as well, but we need a better draws than what we have right now, and he has Go for the Throat. Okay. Go for the Throat. He's down to 11, but what else do we have? He's down to 9 now. If he gets a demon, then it's too bad for us. And are you kidding me? Let's Surveil. Okay. Overseer is not bad. At least we can get something like with the card draw, hopefully. And we have like 6 mana open. And if it doesn't have a demon, then it could kill him. That's what I was gonna say, but like, yeah, it's too late. Now he has a Ritual Chamber, and now he can draw 2 even. Okay. Okay, let's put the Overseer, and let's see what we're gonna draw. That needs to be good. That needs to be something else but a land. Like, I can't believe like how much lands this deck can draw that is kind of like beyond me right now. Okay, it's fine. So I'm gonna take too many damage, but like let's take this turn. Okay, 25, 13 more, and we're down to 12. We can go up to 15, but yeah. Now he will be drawing 2, and we will be taking 4 more from the NX as well. And another land. Okay, I mean, I think that's enough. Okay, Bruner is our next opponent. We're not going first. We have the Angel, we have the Cat Collector, and so we can start creating tokens if Angel can survive. So we have the Barons, in which they go, and we are facing another mono red. Of course we do. I mean, like, there are different decks for people to play. Like, I don't understand this obsession with the mono red. To be honest, like, if it's that good, you would have been mythic by now. And of course, Monster's Rage, because it always comes in the first cards. And a Cat Collector, we're very slow. We're too slow to fight against mono red. I mean, like, the deck is not really helping us. Like, we can put the Overseer and like draw and gain 1 life. Okay, and then he gets the Nemesis. He gets the Nemesis. It's good. We're down to 7. I don't even see why we should continue with the game. But let's put the Cat Collector. We can gain some life with this. Well, provided that he doesn't have anything, which never ever happened before. So we can try to kill the Swift Spear, but he has another Monster's Rage. Of course they do, because it always comes in pairs, and he might have a Lightning Strike. Oh yeah, great. That was fast. Okay, our next opponent was born in 1990. So we have the Sanctifier and Blood Witch in the Cat Collector. It's a good starting hand, and we go first, so what else can we expect? So let's put the Sanctifier and we say go. And next turn we're putting the Blood Witch, and Cat Collector will be triggered with the Sanctifier if Sanctifier survives. So let's see what our opponent is playing. That will determine it. Okay, Azorius color. That is interesting. Now there's a Siphoner. Siphoner seems more interesting because we might go for the attack. If it's not Azorius' hand, then we might have a better chance. But on the other hand, we have to be mindful about the sweepers. There's Day of Judgment, there's Sunfall, okay, Carrot Cake, so that's a control deck, I assume. Okay, Panda is good. Let's put the Cat Collector, start creating tokens. We can only create 1, but it's fine. We are gaining a lot of life, and then he will start losing it as well with the Siphoner and the Sanctifier. They're all 1-2, they're bigger toughness than 1, so he cannot really defend. But Carrot Cake talent is very good for him. So now it doesn't really look good for us. What we can do, maybe we can try to pressure it as much as we can. So let's put many Courager as we can and go for the attack. And if something dies, then the Blood Witch will trigger. So like, the more damage we can do, the better it's going to be. We'll take it because he wants to draw the next turn with the Caretaker's talent. And I should only use this foot token in my own turn because the Cat Collector is only triggered in this sense. Maybe I should have had the Tribute the Hunger open so that he wouldn't have that many blockers. But he has the Carrot Cake to create another one. Authority of Council is good. that will give him some life, and the caretaker's talent will give him more life as well. So we don't really have like good. Let's ask him to sacrifice something. I don't know if that really helps with our situation, but like he might have a sunfall next turn, so I don't know if the putting the panda is a good idea. Okay, let's go for the attack and let's see how it goes. Maybe keep the blood witch because we don't want the blood witch to die. That will trigger the cat collector and that will trigger the carrot cake as well. So he gains 3 life with the carrot cake and he has a lot of blockers now. But it also doesn't matter because like as long as we have the blood witch, then we can gain some life, and he might lose life if something is dying. Might double block the cat collector, or okay, sanctifier he's going to. Okay, that is interesting. See what he wants to do. Like he wants to stall me and basically, and also doesn't want me to okay, let's get rid of some of the creatures. Okay, then the blood witch will trigger. I don't think I should put the panda, to be honest. And we have the hunger open, so in case. And sunfall. No sunfall. Okay. Let's force him to do something. Okay. That is interesting. Let's go for the attack. I don't think we can win this game. Like, I'm sure he has, like... What's it called? Get lost? I'm sure that's what is... Athorize. Okay. Okay, so that was expected. That was definitely expected. Some sort of a removal and cat collector. Gain some life. Let's put the siphoner and we create another token. Oh no. Oh, because we already did, sorry. And sunfall turn. Athorize. Yeah, he stabilized the game. Obviously, Craving is not going to do it, so let's go for the attack. Let's try to deal 5 damage, which is a lot, but he gains another Athorize, okay. Yeah, how many do you run? Let's put the cat collector, and he gains life. Okay, he sees it as like a fun game now. Oh, no more lives. Okay. So let's put the siphoner down. We didn't get any white land, especially. Like, we have only 1. And this time we are short of lands. Okay. Let's put the cat collector if we can, but we can have another no more lies, which would not surprise me. Okay. And he gains life. We create a token. We go with the siphoner and we gain life. That will trigger the cat collector and he will gain another life, so he's basically not using anything. Elspeth's Might. And it's dead. And it's exiled, actually. Cat collector is triggered. And we could have put the Blood Witch, but I'm expecting Sunfall, to be honest. So I'm not a huge fan of the cards that we have. Okay, let's put the Blood Witch down. So now he's gonna gain 2 life and he might lose 4, but like we don't have enough resources to make him lose more life than he can with the Authority of Council, unless we get our removal for the enchantment, which is the Mortify, but we haven't seen it yet. So let's go with the cat collector. And another Azorius. Not on my watch. There's nothing we can do about it. And okay. And let's put the Nighthawk. And it might get countered as well, but it's the last card. Last card is a counter spell. 2 steps ahead. Okay. Okay. So, well, at least he kind of has no resources anymore, but like he gains life. That is a bit sad for me, to be honest. Like, we give him 2 life and we give him 2 damage, so it's not really working well. The deuce, so he's digging. We need some card draw, and he will draw. Yeah, he will draw with the clue token, and he can even copy it because one of them is not on level 2. Only one of them is in level 2. Okay, he will not draw anymore, but he's in much better position, so we can sacrifice it. It's fine. I mean, these are not gonna do much, but he grows the panda, and if okay, another land, that's great, I think. Well, we could have put the barons down, but I think like he has another spell to kill the panda. Okay, not really. That is interesting. So let's put the barons down. Let's grow the panda. Panda can bring back the Nighthawk if it dies. If it exiles, it won't. So he has none on my watch. Okay, card drawing engine against Azorius control. I don't know if we have a chance, to be honest, but we will try. Beza. Okay, Beza is good. Then let's use it now. So let's make sure that he has to sacrifice Beza. If it doesn't have a... Okay. So he sacrificed Beza, but it still creates 2 tokens that we have to deal with, and then it helps him to draw. So we can use the craving, but I mean, on the other hand, okay, he might have another a split up. I think that's game. I think we should know our we can get the Nighthawk, but he's gaining so many life. I mean, that is crazy. The Nighthawk can punch him in the face, but like Blood Witch, okay, gain more life. Well, we're at 46, but we don't have resources. Like he has a card drawing machine. He draws a lot of cards like each turn. Like we cannot really compete with that. It's impossible. And he might find another Beza and gain more life. Then he found the Merix that creates token as well. He goes with the attack with the tokens, which is weird, but I think he's counting on the Merix to create more token and Sunfall, and I guess I concede. Okay, Montauk is our next opponent, so we see what we're gonna do. Like, we have the Barons, we have the Siphoner to grow the Pride Mate, we have the Nighthawk. It's not too bad. We're not going first, but at least we have like 2 drops. So we're gonna have to play the Barons, play the Swamp, put the Siphoner, and then the Pride Mate later, so we can grow the Pride Mate twice. And another mono red. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, whatever. There's nothing we can do about it. It's everywhere as mono red anyway. So let's test ourselves against the best deck on the planet. Of course. Yeah, we're still gonna put the siphoner whatever it takes, because then the pride mage is gonna be 4/4. So the mouse is scary, I know, but there's nothing we can do right now. Okay, let's put the land and the siphoner. But I'm sure he has some removal spells, but we can gain life. Like, we just need to be a little bit patient. But on the other hand, like, we don't know if the patience can work out. There's Nemesis, of course. There's Nemesis. This Nemesis is very problematic because, like, well, we can't really kill it. Well, he cannot really kill me. I don't know why he's attacking like this. Okay. Oh, Alenda is not too bad. So let's put the Pride Knight down. And let's put the Barons. So that triggers the Pride Knight. And then when I go with Siphoner, and it triggers again. Well, the only problem over here is that, like, whatever we do with the Nemesis, then it will deal to us, and then we can no longer gain life. And so we're gonna have to take whatever the damage it is coming from the Nemesis. And he's gonna pump the mouse now. Give me 2/2 and also give double strike, I guess. Okay. So, and he has the frenzy. Great. Great. Okay, so that is great. We can do this, I think. Still go for the attack to grow the Pride Mate and gain some life. We will gain some life with the healer, but we're gonna have to throw him under the bus because we can no longer take any more damage, I guess. But like, the mouse has the double strike, so we cannot even gain life with it. So we have to defend one of the sweep spears. Pride Mate is not something that he likes, apparently, as far as I understood. But the problem here is always the Nemesis, because Nemesis is gonna make it impossible for us to stay alive. Okay, and another frenzy. Lightning strike. Great. And I'm dead, of course. 257, yeah. Well, whatever I do, it doesn't matter. It's lined up perfectly for our opponent. That's great for him. Well done. Okay, so that was the end of our gameplay. Like, we basically came back where we started. Like, we won the first 2 games and then lost 4 in a row afterwards. I think the problem with this starter deck is, like, there's not good removals. The removals are kind of like the fighting spells, but not really a kill spell. Like, the Moment of Craving is too expensive for what it is, in my opinion. The Tribute to Hunger is a dreadful card because it's 3 mana, and then you ask opponent to sacrifice a creature of their choice, so you cannot even target the one that you like. If we were able to kill Nemesis, for example, then we could have won some of the games. But Tribute to Hunger does not even allow us to do. It asks opponent to select the creature that they want to sacrifice, and it's for 3 mana. So this is disgusting card. We have Mortify, but we only have 2 of it, which probably need more of. And we only card draw with the Phyrexian Arena and the Overseer. So there's only 3 cards that allow us to draw, which is not enough, because time to time we were stuck with lands. We were drawing so many lands. With the game that we had, the Phyrexian Arena on the battlefield, we draw 55% land, which is not where you want to be, especially considering how cheap this deck is. We don't even have a creature that is more than 4 mana, and our curve is 2.5. We have a lot of 2-drops and 3-drops, but then we get 10 lands, which is not allowing us to win the game at all. Like, we haven't seen Elenda, which is the only rare of the deck. We rarely see her, as it's rare. And then the Temple of Silence is the second rare. I don't think this deck is consistent enough. I don't think this deck has a strategy that is working. So I guess you need to add the element of draining the life of the opponent, and I think you could do that with the cleric because we don't have any problem gaining life, but we always had the problem of killing our opponent because we didn't have the draining strategy. So the cleric and LS Il Core would have been amazing to this deck, and also Dewdrop Core could bring them back if they die, or Raise the Past can do the same as well. So I think you need to add the draining strategy into this deck in order to be successful. Otherwise, it's a bit painful to watch game after the game, especially against mono red. Even if you win a lot of life, it's still not enough because the deck does not really provide much. So, well, that was the end of the first starter deck review, and I'm hoping that you liked the video. Please do not forget liking and subscribing to our channel. That means a lot to us, and I'll see you guys on the next one.